Will be fun to watch. I don't know if it'll be a fun ride for him. Sam Darnold versus Baker Mayfield. Shannon, what does this tell you?
I love it. I love that he said this because he's saying, Sam Darnold, although we have $19 million invested in you, if you're not the best player, you're not going to start. Skip, Matt Rule is trying to save his job. Yeah. I don't know if either one of these quarterbacks can save it. He says, but I'm not going to name a starting quarterback. I'm going to let the play in practice. I'm going to let the play in the preseason game, and they're going to determine who's the starter, and may the best man win. And so now we don't have an excuse. I don't want to hear you say nothing because you heard Matt Rule say he's not naming a starting quarterback. So if your guy doesn't start, that means he wasn't supposed to.
Isn't that Matt Rule's job?
No. The quarterback. Dan Reeves told me something, Skip. He said, son, don't cut yourself. Let me do that. What he meant by that, he said, know your responsibilities and bust your ass doing them. Hey.
But Dan Reeves did say, I will cut you.
Yeah, he will.
If you don't perform.
If I don't perform. Okay. So I'm
Matt Rule, who looked like deer in headlights there, like, don't look at me. Don't blame me. I don't know who's going to start. I don't know.
We don't know.
Let them decide.
You let them decide.
Are you the head coach or not?
No. If Baker's the guy, if Baker's your guy, he should beat him out.
Baker has gone from frying pan in Cleveland into fire as Matt Rule's seat gets hotter and hotter in Carolina, from one clown show, the Brown show, to another, which I think is even more of a clown show in Carolina because this whole regime, the clock is ticking on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure Matt Rule's going to make it through this year. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe Baker will save his job. But think of what Baker's gone through. He's had Freddie Kitchens calling plays in Cleveland at one point. Now he's got Ben McAdoo with his Cheesecake Factory cards.
Yeah,
looking at
but you didn't like Stefanski. When Stefanski won Coach of the Year, it was Baker looking thing where he didn't call players to say, and he might have been undermining Baker Mayfield as the man won Coach of the Year.
As Baker took him to Coach of the Year by winning Cleveland's first playoff game in 26 years.
Well, we didn't talk about Baker in the quarterback ranking, but what exec said?
You brought that up. Baker ranked 19th in the athletics ranking, and Sam Darnold, your guy, ranked 32nd.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, but what did it say?
One guy's a bust. The other guy's on the rise.
One guy said about Baker Mayfield, everything has to be perfect.
Another guy said about Baker Mayfield, he's a 3 on the rise to a 2, and I believe
a 3. Hold on. First of all, if Patrick Mahomes is a 2, there is no possible way in hell Baker Mayfield can ever get to that level. Zero chance.
Well, good luck, because he's on the rise. He's on the way. Sam Darnold's on his way out of the National Football League, and that's your guy versus my guy, who's in a tough spot for the team that ESPN.com ranks the worst team in football, 32nd and dead last. But Baker said, let me go there and be the ultimate underdog.
They also said Baker Mayfield might be on his way out of the league too.
No, that is not true, because I'm afraid Matt Rule is on his way back to college football.
No.
He belongs in college football. He was pretty good in college.
Well, Baker might need to take Baker back with him. Can he do that?
However, no shortage of drama. One veteran defensive play caller had this to say about the KC QB. We love Mahomes because of his unorthodox throws, not because of his natural pocket presence. When that disappears, that is when they lose games. I don't think that is a 1. I think that is a 2. Nothing against the guy. I love the kid. But take his first read away, and what does he do? He runs, he scrambles, and he plays street ball. Man, these rankings, they've got everybody talking. Shannon, I'm going to guess you might have a problem with this.
I got a big problem with it. So how much street ball did he play? And the best game happened last year, Buffalo, Kansas City. Divisional game, Skip. How much street ball did he play? Did they see that? How many quarterbacks do you believe in the history of the game could have done what Mahomes did? Take a lead, give the lead. Think about how many times the game changed in the final 2 minutes of the ball games. How many guys could have done that? Okay, the year they won the Super Bowl, fall behind 24, fall behind 10 points. How much was street ball? Okay, they did. Last year they took away for a first read. He tried to force the football. But the last 8 games, when they forced him to okay, go to your second and third options. 314 yards a game, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 71 completion percentage. What? Skip, they're getting outrageous with this now. To say now, you're going to take the highlight plays, you're going to use that against him. The plays that he runs out of the pocket and he can throw the ball 55 yards over someone's head, hit Tyreek, we use that against him. Mahomes never runs just for the sake of running, Skip. I didn't even know, we didn't know he could run like he ran until he scrambled in that championship run. And we felt like, well, hold on. It's a little unorthodox how he does it. He doesn't look like as smooth as Lamar, but he booking. He getting first down at the first down. He getting touchdowns. Now he's a 2. Skip, come on now. Even you. Oh, okay, yeah, I know you don't. So a lot of people don't like the no-look passes, and I saw him the other day practicing the behind the back. And he's going to dial it up during the season, too. You know,
I agree.
There's a reason why he's practicing that, because Andy going to call a play where they swing the back out of the backfield, and my homeboy going to throw it behind his back. So in 4 starts, 1 late start as a rookie, he's 50-13. 4 conference championship games that he's played in, started. 4 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl MVP and a regular season MVP. And the guy's not tier 1. I don't know what tier 1 is. Well, there is no tier 1 quarterbacks. If Patrick Mahomes is not a tier 1 quarterback, there aren't any. Because although Aaron Rodgers has 4 MVPs, how many Super Bowls has he been to in the last 4 years? Mahomes has just equally as impressive.
Yep.
Equally as impressive. His record might be better than his. 4 conference championship games, same as Aaron. He's won 1, went to 2 Super Bowls. And he's a Super Bowl MVP.
I will give you that.
So this notion, come on, Skip. This is ridiculous. The man's now he's a street ball player. Now he's just, I just can't with these guys. They just go overboard. They make a point like, okay, yeah, you can take his first read away, you can have some success against him. But now to make it seem like that's all he does, that he just runs around the field, just runs sideline to sideline and just throw the ball over his head. Stop.
Okay, I'm going to give you your first point, which is he's a flat-out 1 and always will be to me. And I'm not the biggest fan of my homeboy, but he ain't no 2. The arm is just too great. The athletic ability is too great. He played shortstop in high school. His father obviously pitched in the big leagues for a long time. But he's weirdly athletic because he gets a little heavy during the year, which is fine because you need the
extra
armor,
cushion,
the body armor. But when he gets rolling down the field, he can lumber.
Yeah.
And he's got some speed to him because he has athletic ability. So in the end, my issue is the crux of this issue is the only reason he's been overrated is that, as another one of this another anonymous quoter here, a defensive play caller said, if Mahomes has a quote-unquote flaw, I do not think he is the greatest at diagnosing. And I don't either. I've said that from the start. He has great feel for his weaponry, especially those 2 guys. And I do think he's going to miss Tyreek. And I'm fascinated to see how he and Andy figure out how to make it happen, make it work, make it explode with no Tyreek. Because the defensive play caller also says it's like they play NBA ISO ball. And they just try to get enough space for 1 matchup on Kelsey or 1 matchup on Tyreek where they will just beat your brains out with whoever is getting singled or just flat out getting open.
Right.
And